It's Thursday today, and again didn't have a really good sleep. I was up early, my back's killing me. That bed is like rock hard, even though I've complained about it and asked them to do something about it. I'll give you a bit of a rundown of what happened yesterday. After we got up, we went and started walking around Launceston in the main street, it's called George Street, which is the main drag of it all. And we went to a place called Cocoa Bean store. I can't remember the exact name of it. It's Cocoa Bean Chocolate on George Street, 82 George Street. Absolutely fantastic. We had a selection of chocolates and some hot chocolate and coffees and stuff like that. Probably one of the better coffees I've had all trip here. Seems like Tasmanians don't know how to make coffee. But this place was really good, so I highly recommend it. I gave it a 5-star rating, so that's really good. Then we visited this antique umbrella store. It's been there for like 100 years, so that was just great to look at the history of it all. And then from there we went to the Queen Victoria Museum and Art Gallery. People could. But anyway, so we went to that, and that was really good. That was really interactive. Had a lot of stuff of Australia, Tasmania, not necessarily international, but it was really Australian orientated, which was really good. Had a display on the Tasmanian Devil, and that was awesome to see. And then from there we came back, relaxed in the hotel room for a little bit, and went and got some sombreros for dinner, just to have something to eat. And then we pretty much stayed in a hotel room and just chilled and relaxed until we went to bed. So that was a pretty uneventful day, or afternoon I should say. I really enjoyed the museum. I highly recommend that one for you to do it. So that's it. This morning we're off to Beauty Point, and we're going to be doing we'll be doing the Seahorse Museum, Platypus Museum, and then we're going to be doing the Beaconsfield mine. And it costs, we're doing the Triple Threat pass, which is $130 for the whole family, and that gets you access into all three of them. So we'll be doing that today, and take it from there. Also, I've got to let you know the museum, the Queen Victoria Museum and Art Gallery, is free entry, but if you want, you can give a donation, which we did. We gave like a $5 donation. Another note is that the art gallery is not actually it's not actually part of the museum. It's at 2 Wellington Street. So 2 Wellington Street. Apart from that, that's about it. I'll see you all on the flip side. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Seahorse World down in Beauty Point, Tasmania, just about 40 minutes outside of Launceston. Yeah, we're just waiting for our tour. It's at 11 o'clock. We were going to get a triple family pass, but the guy recommended it was cheaper to get 2 adults triple pass and then pay for your child individually. So we've gone with his recommendation, but the view is absolutely beautiful, and even though it's a bit of a rainy day today, the view is nice. What happened?
Seahorse pooed on me.
a bit raining out in here. Just did walk through the Beaconsfield mine rescue tunnel interactive exhibit. So very I remember as a kid watching that on school, just outside of school. I just finished school, and I remember watching that on TV and seeing how bad things were, but coming here actually realising that they were, it's amazing how they actually did survive like that for 14 days. You know, really 1.5 square cubic meters of space, but it was amazing just to see that. It's just wow. But anyway, upstairs is this life and times of the old Beaconsfield, and just looking around at all the different exhibits of different times. Really cool. So yeah, it was amazing. We came from Platypus house and the Seahorse. Seahorse was really good. It was great to learn how they all did their different, what's the best way to describe it, the life cycle of the Seahorse and how they bred them and everything, which was really cool. Got to learn a lot about it. Then we went to the Platypus house in the Kidney Museum there, and that's really good. Really interesting. You know, I didn't know too much about platypuses because, you know, when we went through school there wasn't much known about it. Now there's so much to know about them. There's lots of information, and I learned a lot about how platypus is and how they behave and everything. It was quite fascinating. Best part for me was the echidna bit, because it was an interactive display. The echidnas were running around on your feet and eating and everything, so that was really cool. So yeah. Well, anyway, from here we'll probably head back home and grab something to eat, and probably go out to eat, hopefully. Anyway, I will see you on the flip side. Bye.
Allons plonger vers les ciels de Méditerranée. Échappons-nous vers l'horizon.
Had a lovely day. First was the Seahorse World that we did, and that was really good to learn about everything. And then we went to Platypus house and Kidney house, and that was fun. I really enjoyed that. Learnt so much. And then went to the Beaconsfield mine and museum there, the Heritage Centre, and that was awesome. That was really good. A lot of interactive stuff, and was able to learn so much about what happened there and just that area in general. Then we went to dinner at Hogs Breath, and that was good. We finally had a decent, a better meal than what we've been having recently. So it was really nice to have a nice, good meal for once. And got a little treat on the way home. And now it's time to relax and for tomorrow. Relax for tomorrow. Tomorrow, my favourite, we are going to go. I'm dragging them along with me to Hertiage Road Distillery, and I'm going to be doing a whiskey tasting tour or whiskey tour of the factory of the distillery. Then hopefully do some tasting with lunch, because they've got this cafe next to it which is supposed to be really good, and they've got like a pairing session, so I wouldn't mind doing that and maybe get a couple of stuff and try some stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm hoping it doesn't disappoint. I can't wait for that. Hertiage Road Distillery is about an hour and a half outside of Launceston, near Burnie. So looking forward to the drive, and also looking forward to having a good time with everybody. Alrighty then, it's a good night for me, and see you on the flip side.